What's up, folks? My name is Melvin, and welcome back. Something that I have kind of like went away from, and then kind of get back to me is HBO Max. It's the app that I think a lot of people are getting into because they have movies that are in theaters, but you can also watch it on streaming, which I think is the way of the future. But I haven't been watching any of those movies, even though I've had access to them. I've been watching just some TV shows that I've been into, and one of those TV shows is The Sopranos. I saw Sopranos years and years ago, back when it was on Prime. I was on and off on it, so I didn't stay consistent with it. It was when I was in college, so college free time was very inconsistent for me. Now that I have a regular job, it's a little bit more consistent, so I've been watching it again. And yeah, I think the show is really good. It holds up really, really well. But it's also one of the most depressing shows I've ever seen, personally, because it tries to take the mafia format, and kind of brings it into a situation where we can understand. So a lot of the popular mafia movies, like Godfather and Goodfellas and things like that, they kind of they make things it's fast paced. It goes from one point to another to another to another. There's not a lot of there's always build up towards something, and in The Sopranos it kind of takes its time a little bit. It lets things develop, and it gives it has that opportunity because it's a TV show. But when you watch something develop, where people's lives are slowly getting ruined, yeah, I think it starts to mess with your head a little bit. At least that's what it does with me. Because the point of the story, with The Sopranos, you're following Anthony Soprano, who he has interest outside of being a mafia, boss, but at the same time, he can't really live that normal life. Like he wants to be a father to his kids. He wants to pursue other things that have nothing. He wants to make friends. He has these other interests that he just can't pursue, either because he's too stubborn to do so, or just because this lifestyle he's developed is just not right for him. But at the same time, he's developed this trap he was in. But I feel like we all relate to his story because we all develop this kind of trap for ourselves. Just That's just a part of life. We make decisions and habits that we don't really notice at first, or maybe we do notice and we don't pay attention to, and then we just kind of trap ourselves in this big hole that we try to fill up. We try to get out of it, and we just simply cannot. Or we're in a perspective where we can't understand how to fix ourselves. And I think that's what makes the therapy sessions really interesting. That's another thing. A big part of the show is that he tries to go to therapy and he tries to fix himself. And it's really interesting because I'm on season 2 right now. And season 1, he's hesitant at first. He's not into it. Then he gets into it, and then in season 2 he's just completely kind of more aggressive, more angry. He's just kind of, he went from some compassion to just full-blown anger all the time. And it's just interesting to see that, because I've definitely went through phases like that too, where I was just angry all the time, and I didn't know who to be angry at, or what to be angry for, or if it was beneficial at all. Sometimes it didn't even matter to me if it was beneficial, just to get my anger out. Like we all go through these phases. I think so. I think we all go through these phases. This is just how you develop it, how you learn as a person. But it's just, the issue with him is that he has no ability or effort to just kind of step back. He's always stepping forward in the wrong direction, and that's kind of the point of the show, is that he's always making wrong decisions. And he always has an opportunity to change that. He always does. There's multiple chances to do that, and he just never does it. He always goes back. And it's sad to see that, because not only is he getting hurt, not only is his family getting hurt, but those around him, his friends, just innocent people, they're all being damaged, and he is taking direct responsibility towards that damage. It's just, yeah, it's a very interesting show to watch, and I love all the characters. The dialogue's great. Some of the editing is actually kind of rough. There's a lot of rough edits just watching it now. But yeah, it still really holds up, and it's still one of my favorite shows of all time. I don't know if I don't think I'll be watching it a third time because this show it really has its spot. You know, there are some shows I can watch over and over again, but The Sopranos it has that sweet spot where you watch it, you enjoy it, and then you just kind of let it all sink in. And that's what I like a lot about the show. Uh, and yeah, that's really all I have to say. But thank you so much for watching, and have yourself a great day.